All right, let's get straight into it. Today, we're going to break down one of those classic GCSE math problems about the mean, but we're not just going to find the answer. Oh no, we're going to unlock the secret to getting every single mark every single time. Okay, so here's the question we're looking at. It's about some parcels and their weights. Now, this looks pretty straightforward, right? But the difference between scraping a pass and getting full marks is all about showing your method. Let's dive in. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're not just solving a math problem. We are building the perfect answer based on the examiner's own blueprint, the mark scheme, to make sure you get those marks. Right, first things first. Before we even think about picking up a calculator, we need to properly deconstruct the problem. What are the key pieces of information the question is actually giving us? Okay, so let's pull out the key info. We've got a total of 8 parcels, and their mean weight is 2.5 kilos. Then there's a smaller group of 3 parcels with a mean weight of 2 kilos. And our mission? Find the mean weight of the other 5. Simple enough? Now we know the goal. Let's start earning some marks. Here's where we get our first mark. Now listen, the absolute key to these problems is making one crucial switch in your thinking. You've got to stop focusing on mean weights and start calculating total weights. This is the very first thing an examiner looks for. So our objective is simple. Turn those averages into totals. And how do we do that? Well, we just multiply the number of things, in this case parcels, by their mean weight. Okay, let's run the numbers. For all 8 parcels, that's 8 multiplied by 2.5, which gives us a total weight of 20 kilograms. And for that smaller group, it's 3 times 2, which is 6 kilograms. These 2 simple calculations, they're your ticket in. And don't just take my word for it. Look at this. This is from the official mark scheme. It says you get 1 method mark, an M1, for showing either of those calculations. Just by finding one of those totals, boom, you're already on the scoreboard. So we've got our first mark in the bag. Awesome. Now let's combine those results to get our second method mark, which is all about showing you have a complete process. Okay, the thinking here is really straightforward, right? If we know the total weight of all 8 parcels, and we know the total weight of 3 of them, well, we can find the weight of the others with a simple subtraction. So we take our 20 kilograms, we subtract the 6 kilograms, and that leaves us with 14 kilograms. And that right there is the total weight of those other 5 parcels. But wait, hold on, we're not done. The question asks for the mean weight, not the total. So the final crucial step of our method is to set up this division, the remaining 14 kilos divided by the 5 remaining parcels. And there it is, right from the mark scheme again. The second method mark, another M1, is for showing what they call a complete method. By showing the subtraction and then setting up the division, you've proved you know the entire process. Just like that, 2 marks are locked in. All right, we have both method marks. All that's left is to do that final little bit of math correctly and grab that final accuracy mark, the A1. And 14 divided by 5 gives us our final answer, 2.8 kilograms. Done. Now, this is a really, really important exam tip, so pay close attention. The mark scheme gives the final A1 mark for 2.8, or 14 over 5, or an equivalent. That or equivalent bit is super important. What this means is the examiner doesn't really care how you write it, as long as it's correct. You could write the decimal, 2.8. You could just leave it as the fraction, 14 over 5. Or you could write it as a mixed number, 2 4/5. Any of these will get you that final mark, so don't waste precious exam time converting if you don't have to. Okay, let's wrap this all up. This isn't just about how to solve one question. This is a repeatable strategy, a blueprint you can use every single time you see a problem like this. So here it is, your simple 3-step process. Step 1, calculate the totals. That's your first method mark. Step 2, find the difference and set up the division. That's your second method mark. And step 3, state the final answer. That's your accuracy mark. Just remember, totals, difference, answer. That's it. And there you have it. That's how you turn what can look like a tricky question into a guaranteed 3 marks. You've got the blueprint now. You know exactly what the examiner is looking for. So go on, find some more practice questions and put this method to the test.